What if I told you that one of the most powerful and emotional artists of the Baroque era wasn't a man, but a woman who defied all odds? Artemisia Gentileschi, born in 1593, shattered the barriers of her time, creating paintings that rivaled and even surpassed her male contemporaries. Her art isn't just beautiful, it's a story of resilience, rebellion, and the triumph of talent in a world stacked against her. But what made her work so extraordinary? How did she channel her personal struggles into masterpieces that still resonate today? Stay with us as we dive into the life and art of Artemisia Gentileschi, uncovering the secrets of her powerful works and why she remains one of the most celebrated figures in art history. Artemisia Gentileschi lived and worked during the Baroque era, a time defined by dramatic art that sought to evoke strong emotions. It was an age of grandeur and intensity, where light and shadow were used to create breathtaking contrasts, and storytelling took center stage on the canvas. But for women, the world of art was far less welcoming. In 17th-century Italy, opportunities for women to become professional artists were almost non-existent. They were often excluded from formal training, denied access to live models, and discouraged from pursuing careers outside the home. Despite these obstacles, Artemisia's talent couldn't be ignored. Growing up in the household of her father, Orazio Gentileschi, a renowned painter and follower of Caravaggio, Artemisia was introduced to the techniques of chiaroscuro, the dramatic interplay of light and shadow. She absorbed the energy of the Baroque movement, but she added something uniquely her own, a deep emotional intensity that set her apart from her peers. Artemisia's works stood out not only for their technical brilliance, but for their bold choice of subject matter. In a time when women were often depicted as passive or idealized, Artemisia portrayed them as strong, decisive, and deeply human. Stay with us as we delve into her journey, a life marked by triumph and tragedy that shaped her art and legacy. Artemisia Gentileschi was born in 1593 in Rome into the household of Orazio Gentileschi, a prominent painter. From a young age, Artemisia displayed exceptional talent, surpassing her brothers in artistic ability and quickly becoming her father's most promising pupil. Her early training in Orazio's studio exposed her to the techniques of Caravaggio, whose dramatic use of light and shadow heavily influenced her style. But unlike many of her contemporaries, Artemisia wasn't just mimicking the masters. She was forging her own path. However, her rise to prominence was not without hardship. At the age of 17, Artemisia endured a traumatic event that would shape the course of her life and art. She was assaulted by her tutor, Agostino Tassi, a fellow painter. The subsequent trial was grueling, exposing her to public humiliation. Yet, Artemisia refused to be silenced, pursuing justice in a time when women were rarely believed or supported. This event deeply influenced her work. Artemisia's paintings began to feature powerful and vengeful women, often drawn from biblical and mythological stories. Works like Judith Slaying Holofernes are widely interpreted as Artemisia reclaiming her narrative, portraying women not as victims, but as agents of strength and justice. Despite the challenges she faced, Artemisia's talent couldn't be ignored. Her reputation grew, and she became the first woman to gain membership in the prestigious Accademia di Arte del Disegno in Florence. She received commissions from royalty, noble families, and even the Pope. Artemisia's resilience and determination paved the way for her to become one of the most celebrated painters of her time. But it wasn't just her skill that set her apart. It was her ability to channel her personal struggles into art that speaks to universal themes of strength and humanity. Let's now explore the distinctive style and themes that define Artemisia's most iconic works. Artemisia Gentileschi's art is defined by its raw, emotional power, striking realism, and a bold perspective that was groundbreaking for her time. Her mastery of chiaroscuro, the dramatic interplay of light and shadow, infused her works with a theatrical intensity that draws the viewer into the narrative. One of the defining characteristics of Artemisia's style is her focus on strong, dynamic female protagonists. In a world where women were often portrayed as passive or idealized, Artemisia's figures radiate strength, courage, and agency. Her works challenge the traditional roles assigned to women in art, offering instead a vision of female empowerment. A prime example of this is her iconic painting, Judith Slaying Holofernes. This biblical story of Judith beheading the Assyrian general Holofernes is depicted with unparalleled intensity. The physical effort of Judith and her maidservant, the tension in their bodies, and the gruesome reality of the scene are portrayed with such realism that it's impossible to look away. The painting is a testament to Artemisia's ability to capture both the physical and emotional power of her subjects. Another masterpiece, Susanna and the Elders, showcases Artemisia's skill in conveying complex emotions. Unlike many male artists who painted this story as a voyeuristic scene, Artemisia's Susanna appears vulnerable, yet defiant, resisting the advances of the men who threaten her. It's a deeply personal work that reflects the artist's own experiences and her refusal to be silenced or objectified. Artemisia's paintings also often explore themes of justice, revenge, and redemption, drawing from both biblical and mythological sources. Figures like Cleopatra, Lucretia, and Judith populate her works, each embodying resilience and defiance in the face of adversity. Technically, Artemisia's use of realistic anatomy and expressive faces sets her apart from many of her contemporaries. Her attention to detail, from the texture of fabric to the tension in a clenched fist, brings her subjects to life and immerses viewers in their world. By combining technical brilliance with deeply personal and universal themes, Artemisia Gentileschi created a body of work that continues to inspire and resonate centuries later. Next, let's reflect on why her art remains so impactful and relevant in today's world. Artemisia Gentileschi's art continues to resonate in the modern world because of its ability to transcend time and speak to universal themes of strength, resilience, and justice. Her work isn't just a reflection of the Baroque era. It's a powerful statement about the human experience and the fight for equality and recognition. In today's conversations about gender, representation, and empowerment, Artemisia's paintings have taken on new relevance. Her bold depictions of women as strong, active figures who take control of their narratives challenge outdated stereotypes and inspire contemporary audiences. She transformed personal pain into powerful stories of triumph, offering a message of hope and defiance that remains deeply impactful. Artemisia also holds a significant place in the history of feminist art. As one of the first women to achieve widespread acclaim in a male-dominated field, she paved the way for generations of female artists who followed. Her life and career stand as a testament to the importance of breaking barriers and defying expectations. In recent decades, there has been a revival of interest in Artemisia's work, with major exhibitions and scholarly research shining a spotlight on her contributions to art history. Her paintings are celebrated not only for their technical brilliance, but for the emotional depth and courage they convey. Artemisia's legacy reminds us that art is more than just technique. It's a means of telling stories, challenging norms, and connecting with others. Her work continues to inspire artists, historians, and audiences around the world, proving that her voice remains as powerful today as it was 4 centuries ago. Now, let's conclude by reflecting on the remarkable story and enduring influence of Artemisia Gentileschi. Artemisia Gentileschi's story is one of extraordinary talent, resilience, and courage. She not only mastered the techniques of the Baroque era, but also used her art to challenge societal norms and tell stories of strength and defiance. Her paintings continue to captivate audiences with their emotional depth, technical brilliance, and powerful narratives. Artemisia's work reminds us of the enduring power of art to inspire, provoke, and connect us across centuries. In a world where barriers still exist, Artemisia's legacy stands as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the importance of breaking through them. She wasn't just an artist, she was a pioneer whose voice resonates louder than ever. If you've been inspired by Artemisia Gentileschi's life and art, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which of her works moved you the most? Let's keep the conversation alive. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.